do. Run, run, run. Okay, run, 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 do run, 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 do run. Kachunga, my friends. Kachunga, my friends. It is I. It is I. Trev the Red. I ain't no vicar. Alongside me, you make it a slight smile out of, is Lady Ross. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And I start off with the madness as we always do. I ask you if you've enjoyed the show. Please smack that like button. Please hit that like button. And if you haven't done already and you'd like to see some more of my stuff, please subscribe to my channel just down below and ring that bell and you'll know, you'll be told when my shows are coming. Oh, yes. So we're going to start today with some jokes. And these aren't going to be long jokes. These are going to be short jokes, almost as short as Ronnie Corbett. Do you know, the other day I bought a thesaurus. But when I got home and opened it, all the pages were blank. I have no words to describe how angry I am. I thought I was funny. My girlfriend said, "You act like a detective too much. I want to split up." "Good idea," I replied. "That way we can cover more ground." My grandma warned people the Titanic would sink. No one listened, but he kept warning them until they got sick of him and kicked him off the cinema. People say smoking will give you diseases. But how can they say that when it cures salmon? Smoked salmon. Okay, one more. A slice of apple pie is £2.50 in Jamaica and £3 in the Bahamas. There are the pirates of the Caribbean. Lady Ross liked that one. He liked that one. Oh, always leaving wanting more. Yeah, what's this? So yes, the title of the show is Future Shocks. Future Shocks. But what, Trevor, and you ain't no vicar, be on about with Future Shocks? Well, we will go into this right now. We will go into it right now. It's the Wormwood Prophecy. On several occasions in his life, Tom has had what he calls supernatural experiences. Supernatural, in which God told him things would take place. For instance, in 2010, Tom says God told him that Pope Benedict would resign in April 2012, which came to pass, though it wasn't official until February 2013. It took a year for that philosophy to come true, then another year for that philosophy to be taken in. The most recent such experience took place in early 2019. Tom woke from a terrifying dream state, having seen a massive asteroid hurtling towards Earth, and hordes of people crying out for deliverance, and someone with a great big baseball bat. The asteroid plunged into the Pacific Ocean, setting off massive tsunamis, hurricanes, and tornadoes. Atmospheric annihilation, he termed it. When he awoke, he said the word Apophis. That's Apophis. Came to him almost as if a voice had spoken it. Apophis! Sounds like apocalypse. Yeah. He later found the word was the name of an Egyptian dragon. Hey, I's the dragon, we're feeling famous again. Yes, Mrs. Meaning enemy of the light. Having studied end time prophecy at length, Tom linked that the message to what he'd read in Revelation 8:10. The third angel sounded. A great star fell from heaven, burning like a torch, and it fell on a third of the rivers and on the springs of water. blah, 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 blah. 11. The name of the star is called Wormwood, and the third of the waters became Wormwood, and many people died from the waters because they couldn't swim, because they were made bitter. The star named Wormwood, he believes, is the astronaut he saw in his vision. There you go. That's what Wormwood is, an astronaut, asteroid, an asteroid called Apophis. Further research revealed that in 2004, NASA identified a gigantic NEO, which stands for Near Earth Object, or asteroid, and named it Apophis. Pronounced Apophis. Some cite a number of startling statistics about this asteroid. It's currently 1,200 feet across, the width of 4 NFL football fields. It weighs 20 million metric tons and is travelling at 28,000 miles an hour. That is fast. But still, if it was done by British Rail, it'll still be late. It says that consumer-grade telescopes will be able to see it in 4 to 5 years, and after that, it will become visible to the naked eye. That's a saying, isn't it? Naked eye. How can you call it a naked eye? You never see an eye all dressed up, do you? See what I did there? Naked eye, dressed up. Yes. Yes. Now, where's there a cover-up? Yes, said Tom, without hesitation. He bases his position on conversations with a friend at NASA and information gathered by physicist Nathan bloody hell. Myhrvold. It's Myhrvold. I dare you to try and pronounce that. Both of whom believe the data support the outcome that Apophis will impact Earth. NASA's website states they expect a near miss of Apophis on April the 13th, 2029. With the astronaut, I keep on saying astronaut, with the asteroid remaining 18,000 miles away, having talked to astronomers at NASA. Tom says they called the statement the agency's official word, but not reality. They told him their study of the asteroid, its gravitational field. I'd go nuts tonight, people, nuts tonight. Hey. Yeah. It would indicate something so massive that it would neither miss Earth nor be destroyed or mitigated. Impact or something that large, he says, would unleash a blast of the equivalent of billions of tons of TNT or dynamite. Greater than 65,000 bombs, the size of those dropped in Nagasaki and Hiroshima during World War II. Tripping up on my words. You've noticed that? I'm tripping up on my words today. Aruga! Tom says his NASA friend was originally quoted in the Wormwood prophecy until someone at the agency learned of it, threatened him, and demanded he have it, quote, removed. In order to avoid alarming the public and stirring up chaos, Tom says the space agencies are keeping the truth quiet whilst working to mitigate the asteroid behind the scenes. He refers to Donald Trump, they're in trouble already, the Space Force program, as one evidence of the effort to mitigate the asteroid. Though firm in his conclusion on Apophis, Tom believes all of life is fully within God's sovereignty. He acknowledges that God may choose to appear mercy and overrule what now appears certain. Referring to the Bible accounts of Jonah and Joel, amongst other which warn people to repent, Tom points out there is certain precedence for God demonstrating mercy over judgment. His advice is clearly seen in the concluding words of his book. If you would be so inclined to trust in the Lord at this time, I invite you to pray with me now. He has been interviewed by US Congresswomen and senators on his findings. He has been featured repeatedly in major media, including top 10 talk shows. To Springer, America's Morning News for the Washington Times, the 700 Club, Harvest Show, Coast to Coast AM, Prophecy in the News, and the Southwest Radio Church, to name a few. Thomas received the highest degree, honorary doctorate, bestowed in 2007 from legendary professor into ancient history and has been endorsed by such national leaders as Dr. James Kennedy. So there we go into that one, the meteor that's heading towards Earth. Well, and now we're going to go into the what went. This is part two. This is part two. Because Tom Horn was telling the truth. The World Space Agencies really are working behind the scenes on a plan to divert Wormwood. Change direction, divert Wormwood. The European Space Agency, the ESA, officially announced its first planetary defence mission to deflect asteroids from Earth. 153.3 million project called Hera was initiated under the official contract on Tuesday, September the 15th, and expected to be ready for launch by October the 2024 and reach its destination by the end of 2026. Hera will travel to a near North binary asteroid system called 65803 Didymos. Sounds like 10 God's people, don't it? The D-men. Or the Didymos pair. Perform 6 months of close-up studies. Hera is a part of collaboration with NASA's Double Asteroid Redirect Test, otherwise stands for DART. Spacecraft is part of the Asteroid Impact and Deflection Assessment, ADA. NASA's DART's scheduled to launch in the summer of 2021. This year, people will perform a kinetic impact of the smaller of the two asteroids in an attempt to alter its course. Hera's mission will follow up on DART and with a detailed post-impact survey to record the moment of impact and collect as many data as possible to assess collision effects. So there is a plan in action here to stop meteor from hitting the Earth. What is Hera? Planetary defense. What is it? Well, Europe's Space Agency, ESA, and America's NASA are collaborating to protect Earth from an asteroid collision. Target a double asteroid called Didymos, where we mentioned Didymos already in the other one. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. No, it's not unusual for asteroids to fly by our planet or even enter our atmosphere in some form or another. Some are far more threatening to life on Earth than others, and that is why the Europeans and Americans are leading an international effort to test our planetary defence capabilities with their joint Hera mission. Tons of interplanetary dust and debris rain down on Earth every day. Some of it is the size of sand grains, pebbles, or rocks that can reduce meteors or shooting stars. Larger objects, about the size of a car, often enter the Earth's atmosphere and create fireballs or so-called bombs. They tend to explode and disintegrate before they hit the ground. In August 2020, one such near-Earth object called 2020 GQ, or QG I should say, entered the record books for being the closest known non-impacting asteroid. It flew above the southern Indian Ocean, at a distance of 12,950 kilometers, which is 1,830 miles. From Earth, for comparison, the International Space Station looms over our planet at an average distance of 400 kilometers. Very rarely, every few decades or so, says NASA, every large object enters the atmosphere. Even large ones enter our atmosphere. The house-sized object that streaked across the sky over Chelyabinsk, Russia, in 2013, producing a super bright fireball and a shockwave that blasted out windows and broke down doors. If the dinosaurs had our knowledge and experience in science, they may have been able to save themselves, suggests Brian May, an astrophysicist who is more famous for being the guitarist in the rock band Queen. I thought that's where I recognised that. But he knows his stuff, as does NASA and ESA. They will use their two spacecraft, DART and Hera, in the first step to assess Earth's ability to deflect or, as May puts it, deflate life-threatening and hazardous asteroids. So what's the target and why? Its initial stages, this collaboration between scientists in America and Europe, Asteroid Impact and Deflect Association (AIDA) project will target blah 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 will target a so-called double or binary asteroid system. That is, two asteroids moving closely together in unison. Well, we all know that. They are what ESA describes as a little understood class that make up about 50% of all known asteroids. This first test team aims to hit and study a near-Earth asteroid system called the Didymos pair, or officially asteroid 65803 Didymos. They are what's known as the Apollo or S-type rocky near-Earth object. One is larger than the other. The main body is about 780 meters in diameter. That's roughly mountain-sized, and that is orbited by a moon called Dimorphos, I should say, which is about the size of the Great Pyramid of Giza, or 160 meters in diameter. Dimorphos, which is also known as Didymon, really, as a Pokemon next, orbits its parent asteroid at a distance of 1.2 kilometers every 12 years. Its parent name is also known as Didymane. You got two Didys there, Didymane and Didymon. Pikachu! Yeah, I know. 2 seconds. I do apologise. 2 seconds. I was getting on with that quite well, and all of a sudden I lost it. It went as better. I tell you, I was losing it there. It was, you know. I apologise. We have a problem. I've just lost all the information that I was reading from. And because that's happened, I can't tell you about it. Ah! 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 So basically, there's a asteroid coming our way, and we're trying to stop it. The end. Yes. So it's alive. Anyway, it appears we've come to a hazardous stop. So you can tell when my show is filmed live. You can tell it's live because these sort of mistakes happen. These mistakes happen, and to keep you on your toes. So, what are we talking next week? What are we talking about next week? Well, we're talking about City of Atlantis, and that will be on Saturday. But on Wednesday, it's my birthday, and we will be discussing the French Foreign Legion. Why? You'll find out on Wednesday. With that in mind, it's time for me to say goodbye, my friends, and goodbye. If you've enjoyed the show, please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't done so already and you'd like to see some more of my stuff, please hit the subscribe button. And please, wait for that bell, ring that bell, and you'll be told when the videos are coming out. And tell your friends about the show if you've had enough. Thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. This is Trev the Rev. I ain't the Vicar, signing off. Until next time, keep it locked, my friends. Bye bye.
Really?
Yeah, I know.